Okay, just gone long at 1925 and got a long bias today after yesterday's kind of sell-off. A couple of blue professional bars at the open on the 1500 tip bar chart and the 500, and the entry was just above the break of the high of the this blue professional bar, not the first one for the day, but the second one there, after exhaustion selling on the downside. So we're under cyclical support here, but I'm hoping that we'll kind of break into an uptrend above 2021. So just long 1925. Okay, should have waited a little bit, had a bit of a pullback back into 18.5, but we've now got kind of cyclical support on the 15 and the 500 tip bar chart here, so hopefully this will kind of get going and break above 21. Just a lesson, I suppose, in just holding for cyclical support when we get kind of confirmation with 1500 tip bar chart professional bars and cyclical support here. Now we've had resistance kind of coming on the 500 tip bar chart just here at 20.5, so a push up to 21 would push this into an uptrend, and then we'd be looking for a pullback and end of trend as the kind of completion sequence on that. Suppose that's what I'd like today, just a quick pop to the upside and be out with 4 and no messing around, but well, let's see. Okay, a couple of minutes later we just had two pushes down with amateur down bars here. So the first one came off this high just at 20, second one kind of pushing down into the entry. We've got bearish divergence here on the 1500 tip bar chart, and we're kind of underneath this swing. This is the push we need to get through now, so two kind of pushes down. If this doesn't work this time, we'll go the other way. Okay, blue professional bar coming on the 500 tip bar chart. This could be getting ready to jump the creek here, so hopefully we'll break the highs of this. If we go to 20.25, that would give kind of a half point break of the highs, would give a fairly decent kind of confirmation that that's what the professionals are doing, just buying it there. But still holding long at 1925. Just reversed and went short at 1850. So, just checking my stops and targets. Didn't want to go. Those two blue professional bars came in with a 15 on the 1500 tip bar chart. There's one blue professional bar kind of here, with a cyclical kind of turn coming in on the 1500 tip bar chart here. And although we had a Rambo pattern, I just waited a little bit. It was a Rambo pattern kind of pushing down. So I suppose a little bit of a poor entry. That's not what I wanted to see. Exhaustion selling on the downside. So we're maybe gonna come back up and test. So first trade, small loss, 3/4 of a point. Still holding short at 18, so now short at 1850. Let's reverse and go long at 19. And we just had bullish divergence coming on the 500 tip bar chart. Found support on the 1500 tip bar chart. We had a blue professional bar. We initially kind of broke below it, but we're coming back up, and we've now got a cyclical support kind of due on the 4500 tip bar chart. So after this exhaustion selling, let's see if we can start to rally again. Got this kind of long bias today just because of the exhaustion selling that we had at the end of the day, and putting in this kind of end of trend and second cyclical turn after end of trend. So I'd like to see a kind of a break to the upside this morning. A couple of minutes away from new home sales as well at 9 AM. Okay, that's more like it. Now we started to break to the upside, heading up to 20. Kind of had amateur up bars and Rambo patterns. Not too worried about this amateur up bar kind of here when we're coming back into consolidation like that. You do see this from time to time. It's not necessarily a sign of weakness. Just means there's a little bit of just a gap in the tape and not a lot there. So Rambo pattern here, we might kind of just sell off a little bit because exhaustion buying at this point, Rambo pattern, but that's okay. We'll form a resistance level up here, then hopefully kind of break above it and form a pullback and end of trend. So Okay, pushing up another Rambo pattern. Here we go. So exhaustion buying, Rambo pattern. Yeah, typically from patterns like that, we do just kind of retrace back a little bit. So, but seemingly got maybe breaking above 4500 tip bar chart into an uptrend here. Not had a cyclical cross yet. So it's still holding along at 19. Okay, a couple of minutes later, and we did come into that Rambo pattern with exhaustion buying. We did kind of sell off just a point and a bit kind of back here, but kind of amateur down bars at that point. We've got cyclical resistance on the 500 and 1500 and on the 4500, so we're just a minute away from new home sales number coming out. Blue professional up bar here, which I'm just wondering, is that going to be jumping the creek? I know we've had exhaustion buying at this point, but we've not had kind of divergence patterns, so what would be nice is to jump above 21 quickly with a bit of a data release like now. So there we go, another blue professional bar, trying to push up through 21, and we've got the target at 23. So let's see if we get taken out on this push. It's out at 1950. That was a real shame. Got within a half a point of getting out here on this high. We just come all the way back down. The entry was at 19, so you're not going to let a winner of 3.5 points turn into a loser. So at least kind of came out with half a point. That's kind of something. But yeah, we did have exhaustion buying. You can see it here on these two time frames. No blue professional bars up here. That would have given me a pro signal exit, and I would have kind of got out at least 21 or something. But just kind of held it all the way back down here, just hoping for it to reverse. And maybe it's starting to reverse now. We've got cyclical support kind of coming in possibly. Shame about that. Gonna have to wait for the next setup. So yep, just a half point on that last one. See what happens next. Just gone long at 1950. And just got this long bias today. Reason for going long, 500 tip bar chart. We've Rambo patterns down here, bullish divergence. Blue professional bar kind of comes in here, almost kind of jumping the creek. And we've got a cyclical turn kind of setting up on the 1500 tip bar chart. Just because I think we haven't seen blue professional bars kind of come in on the highs, 1500 tip bar chart. We did see them on the 45, but just maybe being stubborn here. It's just long at 1950 at this point again. This is going nicely in my favour. Just broken above cyclical resistance here. We should be in an uptrend. Bearish divergence, kind of coming up to a cyclical turn here. It was a kind of previous high up here at 22, but again, no blue professional bars kind of yet. So just going to hold 2350 is the target. So let's see what happens next. Okay, just a minute or two later. This last kind of push down being led by the amateurs. Amateur down bar here, amateur down bar here on the 1500 tip bar chart. Just had a blue professional bar kind of coming as we're kind of just about to try and get to 22. So just hoping that the highs of that's going to be taken out. Another blue professional bar, and on the 1500. So if the highs get taken out, we're going to have a rush to the upside and end up with kind of an exhaustion pattern on at least the 500 tip bar chart. If not, and we break below, I'll just get out, because that means professionals are coming in after having seen this high at 22 and a half here with exhaustion buying, and use it as an opportunity to get short. We're still underneath this cyclical resistance on 45. We could go either way. We've kind of tested up to it, so we could either kind of just burst above it or just kind of give up the ghost and go the other way. This is not kind of good. So let's see, just wait and hold, but it could be out either way quickly. Just out at 21 even. And what is that? That's just 1.5 points. The reason for getting out is we came into the highs at 22, Rambo pattern, amateur up bar here, potential reversible amateur breakout, and then as soon as we kind of turn the other way, we got a flush signal. So we're now kind of below cyclical resistance on 15, maybe the 45 as well. We've had exhaustion buying here, probably break into a downtrend. But to be honest, I'm not enjoying today's trade. That was 1.5, which gives me 3/4 of a point for the day after 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. So yeah, that kind of covers commissions in a little bit. But just don't like the feel of today. We're not going anywhere in particular. We're certainly not got any conviction to kind of break into an uptrend, and just feel as if we're going to be, kind of basically playing the ranges today. And I had a good day yesterday, so I don't want to blow it today. Rather wait for a better kind of trending day. Anyway, so I'm going to call it quits. What is it? 9:25 a.m. Hope you had a better trading day than me.